It's quite the find. Hello friends, and welcome back to Crow's Thrifty Finds. My name is Melanie. So we are near the end of the year that was 2023, and I think it's about time to maybe do a recap video and discuss my best sales of the year. I was debating if I was going to do my favorite sales of the year or my best sales of the year, but there was such an overlap because, naturally you're going to be happy and excited about sales that make you a good amount of money that, the list is what it is, but I think it's more of my best sales even. So let's talk about them. There are 12, and I'm going to go from 12 to 1. So my best and favorite sale will be last. But coming in at number 12, we have a screen mask. This was an exciting sale for me because this was my first time I ever found a screen mask. I have been looking for a screen mask for many, many years, as I knew they were Bose, but I had never been able to find one. And I got lucky because not only did I find one for $1, it was a vintage one that was rare and valuable. So yay for that. I did sell the screen mask, as you can see, for $100. And there are ones that go for far more than that. So there's still more valuable screen masks out there. But I was very happy with finding a $100 one because there's also plenty that sell for less. So it was kind of a mid-grade screen mask, but a very good pickup. Sale number 11 was this vintage Nike tracksuit. So cool. I found it at this really sweet old couple's garage sale during the summer. They were neighbors to my lake place in Minnesota. And it was this super sweet old couple, but they had this tracksuit and it was just so cool. And I got it for $5, sold it for $105. It was a very rare, unusual one. There were no others on eBay like this. So I knew it wouldn't last too long and it sold decently fast. Item number 10, we have a Care Bear. Now, this is a vintage Care Bear plush. Now, if you were to find this new, it would not be worth nearly this. Did I say new? If you were to find this used, it would not be worth nearly as much. But I did purchase it, and it was brand new for $25. Sold it for $125. It is a $100 profit. Vintage Care Bears definitely sell best when new. Their value really plummets when they are used. So just keep that in mind. But there are some rare ones that sell great used. It's just typically that's not the case. Item number 9. We have, these are so cool. I would put these on my favorite list as well. These LA Gear men's sneakers. Now these are old, and these were a popular model in their time. They kind of rivaled the Jordans, and I still think it was really cool that this sale went to a gentleman who's publishing a book on 90s street culture and fashion. So really cool. I haven't even checked to see if the book's out yet, but I probably should. But yeah, I picked these up at a garage sale for $5, sold them for $125. And I was also relieved that this person was a collector and they weren't going to wear them because you never know with sneakers that old. I did test them and they seem to be in miraculously good condition, but still, I was happy a collector bought them. Works out good that way. Item number 8, vintage maps. They are great pickups. And I had never seen one before, but I found one this summer. And it was at a garage sale where everything was $1. Imagine that. It was great. So I got this map for $1 and I sold it for $129.99, $130. That is a great return. Item number 7. We have this Garfield plush. This is a fuzzy, fluffy Garfield. This is one of the best you can find when it comes to vintage Garfield plushes. I was really excited to find it. The guy who sold it to me knew what he had, but he was, he convinced me that he would give me a good deal on it that was still fair to him, and he charged me $25 for it, which I happily paid. I sold it for $130. So great profit. I didn't mind paying up a little bit for it because really that was hardly paying up for it when you've got $100 left in profit on the table. Item number 6. We have these Pokemon cards. I did a short about these. I was really excited to get these. I didn't know at the time how amazing they were going to be. I just know I hadn't seen any like that before. So I picked them up kind of on a whim. I paid $8 for them, and I really was hoping that they were going to be good, and they were. Now, these are not your player cards for Pokemon. These were your Topps collectible cards with still shots from the movie and the TV show. So these are a little different, but very desirable, very collectible. They had multiple bids at auction. They came to a close at $146.50. So that was a spectacular pickup that, just gut instinct, assisted with as I was getting to this sale right as it started. I didn't have a lot of time to look stuff up, but I took a chance and it was worth it. Item number 5. Also had a short about this one, so you figure your favorite sales, your best sales, maybe would be more familiar. But these Depends vintage adult diapers. These I picked up at a thrift store for $10 and they sold for $140. These things sell for huge money. Don't ask me what people are doing with them. I don't know. Are they using them for their real intended purposes? I'm not sure. It's none of my business. The point is that they're selling for great money, and I'm more than happy to assist getting them with what they want. So the next item, we have a Bose CD player speaker, and this thing I actually kept for a little while. I was so excited to get it because I've kind of always wanted a Bose speaker, and having this little unit like this is definitely something I wanted to own, and it sounded amazing. The acoustics on it are just incredible. So I picked this up for $20 at a garage sale, and I did keep it for a little while, but it got to the point where I wasn't really using it as much as I thought I would. So I made the decision to sell it one day, and I sold it for $160, which was a good price. And then I forgot about the remote, and I still have the remote somewhere. I need to sell it. I probably could have gotten even close to $200 if I had included the remote. So that was my bad, but you can still sell those remotes separately and you'll get some good return on that. So at some point I'll get that listed this winter. Item number 3, we have these aggressive skates. These are vintage ones, and I have known that these are bolos. You want to pick them up when you can. I remember this was funny because the girl at the garage sale, they were her boyfriends, and she didn't really know the value, and she told me, I'm going to give these 2 for $5, but I'm a little concerned, that my boyfriend might freak out later. And she was kind of laughing about it. And then all of a sudden the boyfriend came out and she's like, I told her she could have these for $5. And he was like, oh, they're worth much more than that. But you know what, if you told her that, just give them to her. So yeah, if he had been outside, I'm sure I would have paid a lot more. But I was very thankful that they were that kind. So I bought those for $5, and I sold them for $150. Next, we have a Juicy Couture vintage purse. And I've been talking lately on my channel a lot, this is a more recent sale, about how desirable at the moment that Juicy Couture vintage stuff is, especially anything that's velour. Very desirable. So I picked up this purse for $5 at a garage sale. I was super excited to get it. I made sure to get there right when the sale was starting because I saw it in the pictures and I thought to myself, I need to get that. So I was able to sell it for $200. So that's a nice $195 profit for that purse. And now we're up to item number 1. Drum roll, please. It would be hard for this not to be my favorite because it was such a high sale and a great pickup. Item number 1 is a very large lot of vintage Polly Pockets. Now, these were almost all complete, like in immaculate condition, just incredible. Like this is a once in a lifetime find. You are not going to find this again. Like I've just accepted that already. That like this is the one time you get it. I hope you enjoyed it. So this was not my all-time highest ever sale on eBay, but it was certainly up there in the ranks. I've had a couple that were higher, but I paid $45 for these, which was a steal. And I sold them for $650. So that was definitely my best sale of the year and had to be my favorite sale of the year too. Cause I mean, $650 sale is a wonderful day. So I am thrilled with that. And really, it was a great year in general for sales. I did a little less than last year, but I'm not complaining because it was still really good. It was a really strong Q4. It was a good year. So that completes the list. I hope you all enjoyed the video, and please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll be making at least close to weekly content, if not weekly. I'm still trying to do weekly, but sometimes life gets in the way, but my goal is always weekly content. And again, my name is Melanie. This is Crow's Thrifty Finds. I'll see you next week.